This is the NIO chart. This is a chart that has gone way up in 2021, hitting a high at $64. And right now we're trading back at $4.70. Now, one thing that I'm looking at for NIO is we've come into a bigger area of support. And there's one particular level, and I've made a post about that in the analyst ideas. But so this is zoomed in the last like couple of months and days, right? So this is the chart. What I am thinking, right, is to get an entry based off of this level here, 437, but really you can take 4.4. So I'm actually going to put it up to 4.4, nice round number. I'm thinking to myself, you put an alert at 4.4. And then the moment it gets back above it and closes, let's say a 1 hour candle back above it, you can take an entry there. So the entry can be a 1 hour candle to close back above 4.4 after you first went below that level, either with a wick or with some candlesticks. And what I'm thinking is, so you enter the 1 hour candle, close back above, and actually we can put our stop loss here at 360 and we can aim for a 2-to-1 risk reward, basically aiming for, let's see, 634 is the target. So very simple. We'll work with two targets. So 634 is the first target. You can take 75% of your position there. And the next target could be, I wouldn't even aim for too much with this, just let's say 724. So 634, 75%, and then 724, the remainder 25%. And like ideally what I want to see is that this thing comes below this level, closes back above on the 1 hour. And at that point, I'm willing to take a bet that this is then the low and that we're basically going to start uptrending, something like that. And this is the level where we're looking for an entry, right? But not with a limit order. We really want to get that 1 hour candlestick at least to close back above. So, and for risk management, right? I would suggest that if you're working with, what is it, $500?
Yeah.
$500, 1% is $5. So you can use $25 to buy shares when you take your entry, not more. Because if you stop out, then you're going to risk 1% on your account. But if you do anything else, that means that the stop loss could become 20% if you don't know what you're doing. Like if you take $500 and you take an entry and this stops out, you lose 20% of your account. Then you immediately down bad. So that's why you got to take just $25. So that means, yeah, you might only have a couple of shares there, and that's exactly the point, because we're going to aim for 2-to-1 risk rewards. So if we're always just risking $5 and we're aiming to get 10 or more in return, that's going to be, this is going to be the non-degenerative way of going about our business. That's also the problem with these streams that only cover levels, because the real unspoken questions aren't answered. And what is the unspoken question? People need to know how much money they can take, how many shares they can buy, and where to put their stop loss. Even if your levels and your trades, you can be right, but if your members are losing their account, it doesn't matter that you're right. So you'd rather be wrong and have them risk 1% on an account and be motivated to do this over and over, and to actually have the perspective of, oh yeah, we're not just doing some silly stuff. We're actually like approaching this like professionally. I think that's maybe one thing to focus more on in the streams, like really guiding members and not just saying, oh yeah, that level is a buy, but okay, let's talk about what is your account size. Do you understand how much money you can use in your account to buy there? That's something, dude. Like we can make a course just of that. Like that is a video that we could make together, how to calculate your position size. Let's talk about that.
We should
Like,
definitely do that.